this silence. You can't keep me quiet. Won't tremble when you try it. All I know is I won't go speechless. 'Cause I'll breathe. They're trying to suffocate me. Don't you underestimate me. 'Cause I know that I won't go speechless. What's up, CherishingFlo fam? Welcome back to my channel where we're all about love, positivity, being a girl boss, and everything in that vicinity. In today's video, we're doing another Sunday story time. I am so happy to be doing a story time. I have not sat down and done a story time in so freaking long. I feel like it's been too long. Like, I have not done a story time forever. Excuse this broken nail, because this is not cute. But anyway, so basically, as you can see by the title, in today's story time, we are going to be talking about the time that I fought my boyfriend's side chick. What the freak? Basically, the reason why I decided to do this story, I actually forgot that this happened because I fought a lot back in these days. So this wasn't even like a memory that really stuck out. But what made me remember it was that recently the guy in question got engaged. I actually don't even know if it was recent. I know that the wedding is soon. And I found out because I was talking to his sister and he found out I was talking to his sister. Somehow he got my information and then he invited me to the wedding. And I remembered thinking, oh, I wonder if it's to that girl. And it's not, it's to somebody else. But I'm not going to go to the wedding. I don't even know why he invited me. We don't even speak and I have no desire to be in your life. But I know that when he said that though, it brought on this memory. And so I decided, I was like, oh, I haven't done a story time about this. How have I not done a story time about this? Because I've done many story times about this guy. I've done the video where I cheated on him, the videos where he cheated on me, or actually I might have only told one story of him cheating on me. And the video where my boyfriend hit me, all of that was this one guy. I told you guys I have hella stories about this one dude. So we're going to be sharing this story. If you're new to this channel, then go ahead and subscribe and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future girl boss videos. If you're not new to the channel, then welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loving me as much as I love you. And yeah, let's get into the video. So basically, I did do the story time about him cheating on me. So the girl he cheated on me with is this particular girl. And we'll call her Rosalind. And she was also Italian. They had a lot, and I think they had more in common. Like, they made more sense for each other than me and him did. Not to mention the fact that she is just as toxic as he was. Now, mind you, I was toxic at the same time. I know that I always talk about the stuff that he did, but a lot of the stuff, that I did a lot of stuff too, and I was not perfect. Like, I feel like he really brought out the worst in me. So a lot of stuff I did was because he brought it out of me, but regardless, I did a lot of toxic, crazy stuff at the time too. But this was after he cheated on me with the girl, with Rosalind. Y'all remember Leon. So me and him had broken up for a little while, and then we got back together after his cheating. And something was going on, and it was a weekend, and his family was having like a picnic or a barbecue or something like that. And so I lied to my mom because, as you guys know, this is the guy who I was dating who was like 3.5 years older than me. And so my mom did not know about the relationship. So I told her that I was going to spend the night at one of my friend's house. Her parents agreed, and all that other stuff, and they had talked. And then like last minute, I canceled with her so that I could go and spend the weekend with him instead. You know, nothing crazy happened. Like, we wasn't sleeping together or nothing at this time. It was just easier for me to get away if my mom didn't know. It was at the barbecue, and his mom was there, his dad was there, his whole family was there, friends were there that were friends of his, so they were all older. And then we're sitting there talking, laughing, having a good old time. And all of a sudden I look to my right and I see Rosalind walking in the little area where we were in their backyard. And I was like, I immediately look at Leon like, what is this? And he was like, I didn't invite her. I don't know why she's here. I don't even talk to her no more. Blah, 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 blah. I don't even know to this day if that was necessarily true. But I know that when I saw her, I was so pissed off. Like, I immediately was just like, you got to be freaking kidding me. I know that he didn't invite her. I don't know if he wasn't talking to her. But his brother was like, oh yeah, I invited Rosalind because she heard me over talking about it at school. They were in high school. I think they were both in high school, him and his brother. And his brother was a senior and he was a junior. And I think Rosalind was a senior too. So he was like, yeah, she heard me talking about it at school. So I just invited her because, I thought, her family is friends with my family and our family and blah, 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 blah. And Leon was like, but you knew that Ricky was going to be here. Like, why would you? That's just trouble. And plus, Rosalind was very petty. So when she came there, she was talking to everybody, smiling. She saw me and she rolled her eyes, and then she goes over to Leon's brother, and she's all talking to him or whatever. And then lastly, she comes to us and she's like, oh, hey, Leon. And then she looked at me. She's like, oh, your side chick is here. And I was like, side chick? I'm sorry. I'm the one with the promise ring. I'm the one who's the girlfriend. Like, I'm the girlfriend. So I'm not a side chick. The mom knows me as the girlfriend. The dad knows me as the girlfriend. Now, mind you, she felt like I was a side chick because she dated him first. Because I don't know if I said in the last video, but she was his ex-girlfriend. And they had broken up over a year before this. They broke up a year before me and him even started dating. But she felt like because they dated first, she was the side chick. I was a side chick. I felt like she was the side chick because I was the actual girlfriend, first of all. Second of all, she was the one who knew about our relationship while she was messing around with him. That's usually what side chicks do. And all the other stuff, and she was the one who he had to sneak in and out. She was the one who he had to lie about. Like, nobody lied about me. I was front and center. So how the heck am I the side chick? So fast forward like an hour later, I keep him away from her. But then I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom and I see her like flirting with him. He's not paying her any attention, mind you. Though this is like one of the very few times he showed some loyalty. He was not paying her any attention. And then she literally just sat in his lap in front of everybody to the point where everybody looked and was like, isn't he with Ricky? And then everybody sees me walking towards her. So I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I was like, do you have any self-respect? Like, what are you doing? Like, and I tried to be calm about it because his parents were there, but when you mad. I was like, Heffa, what are you doing? She was like, you ain't gonna do nothing. She's like, you're the side chick. Please play your role. Sit down. Da-da-da-da-da. Just let him be with his main right now. And like I said, she thought I was a side chick and I thought she was a side chick. But to me, it didn't matter. There were no side mains, none of that. I'm the only chick. Like, literally, I was like, are you messing? And he was like, yo, I'm not even messing with her right now. And she was like, why are you lying? And he was like, I'm not lying. He was like, you need to stop. I told you that it was done. I told you that it was over. So he's arguing with her. And I'm sitting there like, this broad is not. And the thing that made me mad, which is what always pisses me off in situations like this, is not even like whether or not they was messing with each other was irrelevant in my mind. It was just, you knew I was here. And you still took it upon yourself to be disrespectful, like, right in my presence. I don't care about none of that other stuff right now. Like, mind you, later on, it was going to play over in my head. And I was sitting there thinking, like, are you still messing with this girl? Like, da-da-da-da. But at that moment, that's not what I was thinking about. My first thought process was, you being mad disrespectful. Even if you are the side chick, even if I am I don't care what you think. You're not going to be all disrespectful trying to be cute and talking to me all crazy and get away with it. So I moved Alfonso out the way. I was like, yo, move out the way. And I got in her face. And I was like, I said, I'm going to need you to either go over there, get yourself some prime ribs or something, sat down somewhere, or me, you're going to have a problem. And then she was like, you're not going to do anything, little girl, just because you're a black girl. Now, mind you, she was Italian too, or Puerto Rican, or she wasn't black. But she was like, just because you're a little black girl and you like to get ghetto and da-da-da-da-da-da. And she doing all of this. Like, she's all like, just because you're a little black girl and you like to get ghetto and you think you can blah, 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 blah. And I'm sitting there like, just because I'm a little black. So as soon as she said that, I grabbed her by her neck and I sat her on the picnic table, or the little table, the bench thing that was out there, and I pushed her down and I was like, you talk about me being black one more time and I'm gonna beat your little A-word. And so she's like, so as soon as I did that though, she scratches my neck. Like, she's like, get the off me, and scratches my neck. I will never forget that because I had to explain that scratch to my mother. And she scratched my neck. She had, like, at the time I was semi-tomboyish, so I didn't really get my nails done and stuff like that. I didn't do all the prissy cutesy stuff, but she did. She was very girly. She was pretty. Like, I'm not gonna sit here in front just because I don't like the hoe and say that she wasn't pretty. She was a very beautiful young lady. And but then I was like, okay. So when she scratched me, I took that as, oh, you trying to fight. So as soon as she scratches my neck and was like, beware, get off me, da 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 da, I slapped her. And I was like, I said, don't effing touch me. And that's when, the parents got everybody, like the parents started coming and was like, yo, y'all need to calm down. Leon sitting there Leon liked to see me fight. He liked to see me all riled up, ready to fight somebody. Like, whether that was over him or over anybody else. Anytime I was getting into it with somebody, he wasn't the type of guy to stop me, which I don't like. Like, I feel like if you're my man, then you want me to be, like, you want me to, stay safe, first of all, because people are crazy. She could have pulled out a box cutter, a gun, you never know. And second of all, I could have went to jail. Like, you should be more concerned about my well-being than how sexy you think I am when I'm mad. But, some guys, they want a ghetto hood girl or whatever. And I wasn't necessarily ghetto, but I was the type of girl who was ready to fight like that, like at this time in my life. I was only like 15. And so she's like, little girl, you're a child, because she was way older than me. She was like, you're a child. Don't put your hands on a grown up. Da, 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 da. She's talking all this stuff. And she was like, I would hate to have to beat you up and all this other stuff. So, and this is like, people are like telling us to calm down, and we're going back and forth. And then finally I was like, I'm not about to go back and forth with you. Either you gonna shut up or I'm gonna bop you upside your head. And as soon as I said that, now mind you, I said that, but then she proceeds to swing at me. She didn't hit me, but she swung in my direction and somebody like grabbed her. As soon as they did that, I started to fight. I was like, oh, so we doing this. So let's go. So I start swinging. She's swinging. We couldn't really get to each other at first because people were trying to break each other up. But then at some point, I don't know if she grabbed my arm, if I grabbed her arm, but one of us had the other person's arm and was able to pull us closer together to the point where we were actually able to fight. So she's wearing a dress. I'm wearing some jeans. And so I feel like I had the advantage because she was I think she was trying to be ladylike, because she was way bigger than me. Like, not only was she older than me, but she was bigger than me. I'm 4'11". This girl's like at least 5'5", and she's standing above me, but like, I can handle myself. Let's be clear. I could handle myself. So I'm like, you're about to get, like, I'm like, she's the type of girl to like talk when she fight. I'm not. So she's just like, you da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just steady, just hitting her. And she didn't hit me in my face any, but she hit me in my chest a lot. And she tried to slam me, but she wasn't strong enough. I mean, I'm small, but I resisted. So when she tried to like grab me and lift me up, I fought back. And then at some point we were on the ground. We were on our side, hitting each other. I was aiming for her face. All I could think was, I said, you are not going to be pretty when I'm done with you. Like, I was literally, and then she started grabbing at my hair. And at this time, I had like those little ugly, oh my gosh, I had those, I just saw a meme about that the other day. I had like that hairstyle where, like the moms tried to like bump it at the end. And so she was grabbing at my hair and messing up my little hair. And so I grabbed her by her hair, but she didn't have long hair. Like, she had cut it like really short. The first time I saw her, she had really long hair, but this time she had really short hair. It was kind of cute on her, but it was like really long. It was like a bob. It was like a bob, I think. And so when I was grabbing it, I couldn't get a good grip. And it was oily too. That was gross. It was oily, so my hands kept slipping out of it. It was nasty. But and so I was grabbing her. I was trying to grab her hair, but I couldn't. So I started choking her, like literally choking her. I was like, you gonna die today, bitch. So then finally, Leon's brother grabbed me by my hair, by the way. Like, nigga, why? He grabbed me by my hair and was like, yo, you're gonna kill her. You're crazy. You need to stop, blah, 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 blah. And after that, she's sitting there. Her dress is all messed up and we got grass stains in it. My jeans are all messed up, got grass stains in it. We all sitting there. I realized, and then all of a sudden I was traumatized because I remember that while we were fighting, like in the moment, like adrenaline's pumping, you're not thinking, but in the moment there was a bee in my ear at some point. And I completely ignored it because I was fighting her. And I remembered the bee. And so I'm sitting there doing like this. Oh my God, like, where's that bee? Did it sting me? Like, I'm literally like, that's what's going on in my head. And to me, like, at that time, like when I used to fight somebody, I would fight them and whatever was happening, like if we're swinging, if we're fighting or whatever, then that's happening. But then as soon as it's over, I'm done with it. Like, I don't even care no more. Like, I'm immediately just like, okay, on to the next thing in my life. So immediately I'm just like starting to walk away to go towards the place. But then all of a sudden I hear a commotion behind me and I hear somebody like pulling at the back of my hair. And I turn around like, what the and she had like tried to grab my hair and like fight again because she's all mad and crying and screaming. She's like, you stupid. crazy little, I'll kill you, choking me, like she's crying and screaming, and I'm kind of sitting there like, I'm sitting there just like, and when I turned around and she had pulled my hair, I didn't even want to fight her anymore, so I was just like, I'm gonna go get some food. And so then they gave me his mom gave me an ice pack because I had a bruise on my chest, because she kept hitting me in my chest, like in the same spot, like, and so I had a bruise like right here, and his mom gave me some ice for it. Somebody gave her some ice for, like, she had a big swollen knot, and we're sitting on opposite ends of the yard, and she keeps looking at me, but I'm eating, like, I'm hungry. So I'm eating, and the night goes by, and Leon is like trying to be like all up over me because he was so turned on whenever I fought somebody, and he was like, you're so fine, and da. He was like, yeah, you really showed her. And I was like, and then I thought about it, and I was like, why was I just fighting her? Like, that's what was going on in my mind. In my head, I was just like, because I'm not the type of woman, as you guys know from the story when I caught them cheating, is I'm not the type of woman who, when I see a man cheating on me with a woman, I'm gonna attack the woman. That's never been me. So immediately in my head, I was like, what were we fighting about exactly? Because first of all, I was with him, but he did cheat on me with her. So clearly he gave her some type of gratification or validation that made her feel like she was more important than she was. And so I was like, I said, but so at the end of the day, I should have been asking him more questions and allowing him to put her in her place. But at the time, I'm just thinking about the fact that she disrespected me. So after the fact, I'm sitting there like, why was I just fighting her? And then I'm looking at Leon, and I'm like, are you guys still talking? And he's like, no, I swear to God. Like, he swears to this day that they were not still talking, that he doesn't know why she came. He doesn't know why she was doing all the stuff she was doing. Like, to this day. Like, the last time I spoke to him about it, that was like 2 years ago though. But the last time I spoke to him about it, he was all like, nah, I don't even know. He was like, on everything. I was done with her at that point because I felt like, because apparently after the situation when I caught him, she went and like wrote on her, I don't know, her Twitter or her Facebook or whatever social media was popular in that time. MySpace maybe even, I don't know. But she wrote on there telling all his business, how he was dating a younger girl and how he was, doing all this stuff, and she was trying to like call him a pedophile or something like that at school. And so after that, he was angry with her and he didn't want to mess with her no more. That's what, well, he told me that she pissed him off and she was talking crap about him, and then his brother told me that she was talking about the fact that he was dating me and I was like 3.5 years younger than him, and how he was nasty and liked little girls and stuff like that. And in a way, I mean, she wasn't necessarily wrong, because I was like 14, 15. He's like 17, 18, you know, so I mean, he did like, but I wasn't, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's really not a huge age difference. But I remember being like, I was mad, y'all. Like, I was legit pissed off. I was like, I was fuming, only because like in situations like this, I'm like, even as a woman, like if you're the side chick or you feel like somebody else is the side chick, like don't be intentionally disrespectful. And that's what will get me. Like if I see my man, if I see him giving you play, then okay, then he gonna get decked upside his head. But if I'm looking at my man reject you and you steady pressing up on him and you know that I exist, like you know I'm here, I have to, we have to fight. Like, okay, I take that back. We don't have to fight. But I do have to put you in your place and let you know that, man, we're not going to do this. He put you in your place and you don't get it, then I will put you in your place. And if you still don't get it, then what happens next is on you. You made that decision. You made that choice, my nigga. That's pretty much the story of what happened. I can't say that I regret it necessarily. Like everything, most of the things that happened to me in his relationship, I regretted. I felt like I didn't have to do that, or I didn't have to take those measures. But one of the things that I don't regret is, one, how I responded to him hitting me. So if you haven't seen that video, then you should go watch that. And how I necessarily responded in this situation. And the only reason being that she was a very instigating type person. So even before this, there was things that she was doing to me, and after this, there was things that she was doing to me. Not necessarily like physical things, but she was trying her best to get at me, to hurt me, to do things, to talk about me. She took certain personal situations that she found out about from him and like publicized it. Like she did a lot of stuff that was just like way out off the reservation, not cool. And I might do a story time about that, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that story time. If you did, then go ahead and like this video if you haven't already. If you have not subscribed, then subscribe and turn your notification bell if you do not want to miss any notifications from the beautiful and wonderful me. If you have made it to this point in the video, then leave the watermelon emoji in the comment section down below. Follow me on all my socials if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at CherishingFlo _, Twitter, CherishingFlo, and Snapchat, CherishingFlo as well. All of these things will be in the description box below. If you have not subscribed to my blog, if you guys have not seen the latest blog post, then go to my blog. I am regularly posting on there again. Thank the Lord. I am finally getting back on my T's and Q's. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.